that puck back into the neutral zone, turned over at the blue line. Shamrocks trying to pop that puck forward, penetrate into the O zone. Jordan Francis brings that forward, takes a spill, trips over the face-off circle, goes down, puck goes over into the corner. Battle for that puck. There's a shot on net. Save made, squeezed underneath the pad of Landon Davis, and we'll have a face-off off to the left side of Landon. Faceoff goes towards the middle in the slot, grabbed by Watertown, flung out, held in at the point by Tava Hart. Hart sends this into the corner. Francis going after it. Puck picked up by Watertown. Watertown trying to send that puck around. North Franklin takes that puck away. Intercepted, though, by Watertown. Skating up with this puck is Maxwell Blount. Blount loses this at the blue line, gets popped back in, but taking a knee in the offensive end, Michael Gray Jr., and that is an offsides. Although that's not what it says on the jersey there for number 22. Now, is it? Well, who knows? This is 14U. Anything goes. Shamrocks bring that puck forward into the offensive end. Number 10, whom I was told is Jordan Francis. Backhand shot, gets blocked, comes across the paint. Nothing doing, goes over into the corner. Centering pass out in front, slot missed by Elias Benedict. Puck thrown in the corner. Watertown trying to get that puck out. Cameron Knotts takes this back over the end line, loses it at the corner. Number 10, Jordan Francis fires this puck across, comes up at the point. Zachary Swamp Smoke fires this, goes wide right off the baseboard all the way around to the other point. Ethan Tupper there sends this puck forward, picked up Jordan Francis. Centering pass, that goes off the skate of number 29, Elsa Ingerson, and just wide of the net. Almost got a goal for the bad guys. Battle for this puck in the trapezoid. Diving Wolves player goes down, gets this puck up towards the point, picked up by Swamp. Swamp passes this off into the middle. There's a shot. Puck goes across the paint there. Up at the point, and this clears the neutral zone. Reaching back to get that is Tupper. Tupper takes his puck back into the trapezoid, sends this up off the boards, bank pass through the neutral zone all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. And that'll bring the face-off all the way back to the Shamrocks end of the ice. Face-off comes back to the point for Watertown. Gould sends this into the corner. He's going to make somebody else do the hard work. Jumping in there, JT Jacobs moves his puck up, held in at the point, fired back in at the slot. Shamrock's able to clear that puck out, gets that into the neutral zone. Nudged forward by Chanel White. White passes this puck off. There's a shot, and that goes wide of the goal. And we've got a whistle. I think the net must have gotten knocked off, or are we going to have a... No, we're going to have a penalty. And it's a hooking penalty, and we'll find out on who as soon as they go have a seat. Oh, you're good. Oh, did you see what that player's number was? Oh, that's all right. North Franklin Shamrocks penalty. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the minor penalty, 2:48 of the first period. It's a Wolves power play. Of course, they didn't put that up on the scoreboard. Hence my confusion. Normally the officials will wait and make sure. After all, these are just volunteers. This puck gets sent down by Watertown. That's too hard, too far. That's going to be an icing. We'll bring the faceoff back down to the Wolves' end of the ice. Not something that coaches normally like to see. When you're on the power play, you like to stay in control of the puck. It's off to the right side of Landon Davis. Snap back into the trapezoid. Puck held in now. Grab. Oh, taken away. Francis with the shot and the goal. So that is number 10. We'll find out who the assist goes to. And it goes to nobody. North Franklin Shamrocks goal scored by number 10, Jordan Francis, unassisted. Number 10, unassisted. Time of the North Francis Shamrocks shorthanded goal, 4:02 of the first period. There's a shot save made by Landon Davis. Clearing is attempted, comes out to Lila McCurry. McCurry can't get it past Phillips. Phillips dumps his puck in deep. Second attempt by Watertown to get this out, passed up to McCurry. McCurry gets us out into the neutral zone, turned back in the turnover there in the neutral zone, and North Francis is pushing this back in. Michael Gray Jr. bringing this puck into the corner, taken away by Eli Gould. Phillips stepping up. Lila trying to grab that puck away, loses it though. JT, backhand shot, gets blocked by Gould, goes into the corner. Gould passes this puck up to Gabrielle McCormick. McCormick in the neutral zone. McCormick trying to outpace Phillips. McCormick coming in on the right side. Backhands this, goes off the backboards. And she goes down, not able to follow that puck into the trapezoid where it's turned over to the Shamrocks. Puck gets passed up to Jordan Francis. Francis on the right side breaks into the O-zone. Comes over towards the slot, tried to get that shot off, wrapped up. Nice back checking by Eli Gould to get that puck away. Swamp retreats back and picks this puck up. Zachary back behind through the trapezoid, passes this up. Pass intended for Mason Sky. Mason misses it. Puck gets turned over to Watertown. Snap back into the offensive end, but he did that from behind the center line. We're not calling it icing. I thought it was going to be. North Francis takes control from their trapezoid. Long pass out to a player that is trying to get off the ice. Teams are even now. Shamrocks moving forward, and that is offsides. That was JT Jacobs. As JT crossed the blue line, picked their head up, saw about half the team in front of them. Face off in the neutral zone. Face off won by Watertown. Puck comes back to the defense. Who's that? I think that's Elsa Ingersoll got that out into the neutral zone. Turned over, though. Shamrock coming back with this puck. Ethan Tooper centering pass off the side of the net. Centering comes back up and grabbed by the blue line by Haley Kenzior. Kenzior receives this back as she crosses over the blue line, but that puck gets taken away by Smoke. Blount fires that, goes wide right. Jaden Chapman chasing after it at the half board, sends this back up to the point, fired from the point, goes off the side of the net, back behind, up on the side. There's another shot, and that's going to get covered up by Rhea Bryant. Nice offensive attack by the Wolves, but unfortunately falls up just a tad bit short. Face off to the right side of Bryant. Comes over to the corner. North Francis trying to send that out, able to get that out into the neutral zone. Turned over, though. Blount brings this back into the O-zone. Blount trying to weave his way through. Can't. Puck gets sent into the corner. Blount going to work at the trapezoid. Sends this back behind the net. Pass out in front. Swing and a miss by Haley Kenzior. Hopefully that one doesn't wake her up in the middle of the night. Big 1T opportunity. She's going to get it again. Here comes Gould breaking in. Puck gets knocked away by whoever's wearing number 27. Let's see if I can't get the name, I mean. It's Mitchell. I have it down as a 19. So that was an offsides there for the Wolves. Neutral zone faceoff. Francis picks this up off the face-off, loses this at the blue line as it gets knocked away by Cameron Knott. Or is that Jacob Clark? Jacob Clark. Puck sent forward by the Shamrocks, breaks into the offensive end. Gray Jr. chasing it down. Michael passes back to JT, shot wide right. Rebound goes off to the far side. Elias Benedict going after it. At the hash mark, centering pass, there's a shot, and that gets covered up by Landon Davis for the save. Face off to the right side of Davis. One by the Shamrocks. There's a shot, goes cross into the corner, all the way back up. Top of the circle, taken away by the Wolves. Wolves trying to get out. Ingersoll. JT Francis takes this into the trapezoid, looking for a wraparound, not able to, as the whole Watertown defense collapses on that puck. Now it's loose out in front, spinning, shooting, saving Landon Davis. Rebound comes up. JT takes this over to the side, now at the top of the circle. I'm sorry, not JT, that's Jordan Francis. I had the J right. Puck sent all the way down. No icing as Ethan Tupper was there, or Tupper was there. Tupper brings this around the back of the net, sends this up into the middle. Just missed by Elsa Ingersoll. Elsa Ingerson going into the corner. The battle for that puck. Knott sends this back into the trapezoid, over into the far corner. Grabbing it there is Elias Benedict. Elias gets that puck, sends it up towards the point. That gets pushed out by Watertown. That Jacob Clark able to clear that chasing after that puck turned over to the Shamrocks. Shamrocks soft push forward, gets turned back though by Elsa. Elsa sends this across the neutral zone. Watertown able to push this in. Swamp going after it, picks this up at the circle, goes back behind the net, swings around, sends this up into the middle, makes its way into the neutral zone. Stop there by Andrew Nevin. Nevin sends this across. Only person there, though, is Gray Jr. Michael brings this into the top of the face-off circle, passes this across for a shot, but nobody there. Puck taken away by Haley Kenzior. Pushed back in by Mitchell. Watertown steals this back in the slot. Puck gets fired all the way down, and that's going to be an icing, and we'll bring the face-off back down by Landon Davis. 5:51 to go in this opening period. Watertown trails 1-0. Face-off is to the right side of Davis. Face-off won by Watertown as they pull this puck back for the defense. This gets sent all the way across. If it makes it, it's going to be another icing, and we'll get to do it again. And just like deja vu, it's going to be another face-off to the right side of Landon Davis. Face-off Won by the Shamrocks. Shot. Save Davis. Underneath the right ankle. Goalie's doing what goalies do. See if we can catch that shot on the replay. Oops, that didn't work. Shamrock centers that puck, stopped by Blount. Maxwell trying to get it out, held at the point by the Shamrocks. They turn that puck back forward. Blount grabs it, backhands this up along the boards for Jaden Chapman. Jaden able to get this into the neutral zone, but right there's JT Jacobs. Turns this back for the Shamrocks. Dumps this in from the center line, so there's no icing. Puck picked up by Ingerson behind the net. She comes up on the near side, and there's a check by JT Jacobs. And now they're talking about what is going to go on their list for Santa Claus this year. JT Jacobs wants a football. And Blount's going to go into the box, and he's getting an explanation from the official as to how not to retaliate so that you don't get in trouble and your team stays on the power play. New scorekeepers in the box, learning how to keep track of what's going on. The scoreboard operator also learning. I don't think we're going to wait for her to, or maybe we are, try to get that up on the board. North Franklin Shamrocks penalty, number 77, JT Jacobs, 2-minute minor for interference. Number 77, 2 minutes interference. Watertown penalty, number 35, Maxwell Blount, 2 minutes for roughing. Number 35, 2-minute minor, roughing. Time of the minor penalties, 10:58, 4-on-4 hockey. Because they were not incidental. The interference happened, and then after the whistle was blown, the retaliatory roughing ensued. Mitchell sends that around back behind the goal. Comes up for Swamp at the point. Oh, swing, and that gets tipped by Jaden Chapman. Took 2 tries, but Swamp able to dump that into the corner for Francis to go to work. Francis takes that shot, save made, as it hit Landon Davis right in the belly button. Oh, he didn't save it. That was a goal. Yeah, I missed that. My apologies for being wrong. Happens all the time, though. I've been married for 23 years. North Francis Shamrocks goal scored by number 27, Rarahowski Mitchell, assisted by number 10, Jordan Francis. Number 27 from 10, Mitchell from Francis. Time of the North Francis Shamrocks goal, 11:22 of the first period. And that puck gets frozen on the side of the net, and we'll have a face-off in the zone. That face-off won by the Shamrocks. Francis brings this back. Shot fired from the point, goes into the corner. Makes its way back out. Swamp not able to keep that puck in. It's taken away by Jaden Chapman. Jaden comes into the neutral zone. Puck gets turned over as I almost dropped my camera. Shamrock trying to get that out, gets deflected. Jaden able to get that into the neutral zone. She's off to the races. Along with her is Zachary Swamp. Swamp loses right in front of his goal. Jaden not able to step up and take advantage of that turn of events. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Jacobs passes his puck up. There's a shot save made by Davis. Oh, the official blew the whistle. There should still be a Shamrock player in the box. JT Jacobs should still be in there. But for whatever reason, they let him out of the penalty box when they scored a goal. At the very least, the error normally would happen in the other way, but they were at even strength. The players should know that they don't get released. Parents, well, Will Smith said it best. Parents just don't understand. Don't know all the rules. They're not the ones playing the game. And the officials are supposed to check before every faceoff. They should have noticed that there was a player missing when they had the faceoff. So, they're partially the blame there. It is their responsibility to maintain order and control. That's why we give them whistles on the ice. Face-off won by the Shamrocks. Shot taken, goes wide back into the trapezoid. Chasing after it, Jordan Francis brings this puck around on the near side. Sends this up to Phillips. Phillips swinging that around. It says Phillips on their jersey. Although I thought 88 was Tava Hart. Who knows what's really going on? We should start having press conferences before all these games so I can get updated on all this stuff. That'd be fun. Tupper shot, save made, Landon Davis. So it is 2-0 Shamrocks here in the first period. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go before our first intermission. Goalie's mom sleeping on the job, not playing music. Face off to the left side of Davis. Comes into the slot backhand. That gets blocked by Landon. Goes into the corner, passed all the way up. Jaden not able to catch it at her blue line. Chapman chasing after it. She's just not going to make it in time. Boy, if she had an opportunity there to be off to the races, but it was just out of her reach. It'll come. It'll all come in time. This is 14U. They're still young. Face-off won by Watertown. Goes back, stepping up is Gray Jr. Sends that puck into the trapezoid. Watertown sends this around. Stopped by Jacobs at the point. Fired in at Landon, and that misses, goes around. Center point. Jacobs grabs us at the blue line. Comes over on the side. There's a shot. Just misses. Goes to the corner. Picked up by Jaden Chapman, turned back, though, hard by Elias Benedict. Now sent across by the Wolves, stopped by Jacobs, and turned back again. Took 2 tries. Andrew Nevin finally able to get that puck out into the neutral zone. Swinging and missing Cameron Knotts. Good thing, too. Would have been a high stick had he played it again. Gray Jr. takes his puck down into the corner. Gould scoops it away, goes into the trapezoid on the far side, stops short, looking for somebody to pass to. Tries hitting Clark. Clark misses. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Chapman almost grabbed it. Gets cut off by JT Jacobs. Jacobs wall pass to himself to get around Clark. Jacobs moving in. There's a shot. Glove save. Landon Davis. Let's take a look. See, why is this replay not working? What is happening? All right, we'll have to fix the replay potentially during the intermission. Center point, Tupper, shot, save, Davis, puck is loose, and it gets dumped in by number 27, Rawasaki Mitchell. Landon made the initial save. It's up to the defense to clear that puck out. 1 minute of play remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining. North Francis Shamrocks goal scored by number 27, Rawasaki Mitchell, assisted by number 33, Ethan Tupper. Number 27 from 33. Time of the Shamrocks' third goal, 14:52 of the first period. And that's an offside. So we'll bring this face-off back into the neutral zone. Jordan Francis lined up to take the face-off, squaring off against Cameron Knotts. Knotts wins, gets his puck over to Jaden Chapman. Chapman loses it at the blue line, cleared back out by the Shamrocks, stopped on D by Nevin. Nevins. Oh, that gets blocked. Turn back. I thought he had that pass out. Does not, though. Ethan Tupper has this in the neutral zone, passes this forward, knocked up by Mitchell. Turn back by Watertown. Watertown turns this over in the neutral zone. Michael Gray Jr. going in on the right side. Jr. runs into Knotts. Knotts gets that puck away. Gould going after it in the trapezoid, and that'll do it. And that concludes our first period of play here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of Wolves hockey. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out here, and thank you for all of the sportsmanship displayed so far. Remember, hockey is a part of your child's education, and sportsmanship begins on your side of the glass. I am the Dan-Dalin, and we'll be back in a minute. And it appears that they forgot to reset the clock, so we're going to have to do this over again. All right, we'll start the second period again. Shamrocks win that face-off, and they are offsides. Henswar sends this over onto the far side, the offensive end, turned back by the Shamrocks. We may have been a little too aggressive, as that's going to be an icing, and we'll bring this face-off back down by a Brea. What's going on with my computer right now? And that's another icing. Shamrocks bringing this puck up off the faceoff through the neutral zone. Tupper into the offensive end. Tupper shot and a goal. Ethan Tupper. Tupper just weaved his way through that whole team, right down through the middle, untouched. North Francis Shamrock's goal scored by number 33, Ethan Tupper, unassisted. Number 33, unassisted. Time of the Shamrocks goal, 2 of the second period. Watertown picking that puck up in their zone. Blount skating it into the neutral zone. Almost lost it for a second. Snaps it forward. Clark there can't get to it. Puck gets cleared out by Tupper. Gould retreating back in his zone to pick that puck up. Passes over to Nevin. Nevin looking to see where it's going to go. Sends this up through the neutral zone. Tries to get it through for Clark. Here comes Jacob. Not able to catch up to that puck. Tupper takes it away, and Jacob watches him go by. On the far side, Knott lose that puck. Gould grabs this in the neutral zone. Everybody checks up on sides. While they do, not the Gould passes his puck back to Nevin. Nevin sends it up, trying to get it to Clark again. Misses him as it went actually behind Tupper. Clark not able to get to that puck, and that ends up being an icing. And we'll bring this face off all the way back down by Landon Davis. Face off to the right side of Davis. Francis wins this draw. Puck comes back. Jacobs shot fired. Save made by Landon Davis. Francis again taking the face off, squaring off against Haley Kenzwar. Haley pulls this over. Francis able to get the stick over there, passes it back to Jacobs again. There's a doing the big windmill that goalies love to do. Let's see, is my replay going to work this time? It is not. Thought I fixed it. I did not. Jacobs from the center point, shot fired. Another save by Davis. So there seems to be a pattern going on here, and the Wolves might want to try to break it up a little bit. Step in. Francis take that shot from that center slot position, from that high slot position. Instead, Kenzwar decided just to win the faceoff. That works as well. Puck stays in the Watertown zone, though. Still held in. Phillips swinging around. Phillips loses that puck, goes across the top of the paint. And you saw Davis there stretching to make sure that stays blocked. This puck gets passed back out towards the middle, goes into the neutral zone. Retreating back is North Francis Shamrocks. Puck comes back. Chapman. Jacobs grabs this puck, shot wide, goes back behind, wraparound tried, and that gets cleared out, though, by Watertown. Held in. Oh, no, not held in at the point. JT Jacobs missed that puck, goes all the way down, and they're going to call it an icing. Oh, I thought he had the opportunity. I kind of would have waved that one off myself, but I'm not a referee. I'm not an official. I haven't been I don't have a whistle. Sure. I have horizontal stripes, but I think they make me look fat. It's off to the left side of Landon Davis. Grabbed by Eli Gould, takes out one of his own players, try to clear it. There's a shot that gets tipped in front, goes wide to the left. Chasing that entering pass gets picked off by Eli Gould. Gould trying to skate that puck out, able to get it into the neutral zone. Snap forward by Jacob Clark. Tupper retreats back, picks that puck up, skates back into his trapezoid, the safety of the trapezoid. Tupper snaps that puck up, gets it out into the neutral zone, touches about 100 people. Michael Gray Jr. going after it. Gray with the shot, save, puck is loose, and it went in. Oh, it ended up going in off the back of Landon Davis. So close. He tipped it, it went off the post, and then he lost it back behind himself. North Francis 7, Radowasaki Mitchell, assisted by 18, Chanel White from 33, Ethan Tupper. From 33, time of the North Francis Shamrocks goal, 4:52. Penalty. It's going to be a roughing call against North Francis. North Francis Shamrocks penalty number 74. For roughing number 74, 2 minutes, rough. 12 of the second period, and it's a Watertown Wolves. Wolves not able to keep that puck. Shot taken. She falls down. Rawawaski Mitchell from the center point. Tupper fires this, gets deflected, goes over to the left side, grabbed by Nevin, held in by Tupper. Tupper with the shot wide right off the baseboards on the far side, grabbed by Jordan Francis. Francis moves his puck up to the blue line, shot fired by Tupper. Those rebounds collected by Haley Kenzwar. Not able to get that out, though, as Jordan Francis brings his puck back into the corner. Francis loses his puck, stepping up his swamp. Swamp shot. Puck goes high. On the far point, Tupper not able to hold it in. Ethan retreating back to pick that puck up in his neutral zone, trying to keep it away from the back forechecking Wolves. Tupper passes up to Francis. Jordan coming over to the left side, top of the circle from the dot shot, and a goal. Shamrocks won that face-off, but Knotts takes that puck away, cycles it back in his own zone, tries passing this over, gets it over to Jaden Chapman. Chapman gets us into the neutral zone. North Francis Shamrocks shorthanded goal scored by number 10, Jordan Francis, assisted by number 33, Ethan Tupper. 10 from 33. Time of the North Francis Shamrocks shorthanded goal, 5:33 of the second period. Back in the trapezoid, Down and up, grabbed by Jordan Francis. Jordan in the neutral zone. Jordan serpentining, trying to get that by Gould, goes off a Gould skate, recollected by Francis, tries passing this puck off, loses it, picks it up off the far boards. Francis centering pass to Benedict. To take the shot, and that did not work out as Gould was able to knock that puck over to the puck up along the board, stopped by Phillips. Phillips trying to weave through into the slot. Backhand shot goes wide right off the base of the boards into the corner behind the goal. Francis snaps this across through the top of the high slot, goes off the far board. Trying to pass this forward, loses that puck under skates, able to follow it up though for Knotts. Knotts sends this up into the offensive end. Haley Kenswar centering pass gets knocked away by the Shamrocks. Knotts able to hold this, fires this back in for Kenswar. Haley centering pass comes across, and Chapman just misses that puck. Comes over into the corner. Chapman going to work in the corner, battling against two Shamrocks. Shamrocks come away with this puck. Here's Francis in the neutral zone. Jordan into the offensive end. Jordan passes puck all the way across on the far side for, I think that's Chanel White. And that ends up coming into the middle, shot and a goal. That got tipped in, and it's another goal for the Shamrocks. North Franklin goal scored by number 74, Elias Benedict, assisted by number 18, Chanel White. 74 from 18. Time of the North Franklin Shamrocks goal, 7:43 of the second period. I kept saying Francis before. I think I thought that Jordan just owned the town, but it's Franklin, North Franklin. Neutral zone comes back for Zachary Smoke. Zach dumps his puck in. Collected in deep by Elsa Ingerson. Ingerson picks it up off the far boards, tries to attempt, moves it up. Smoke stops it at the blue line. Smoke dumps this back in. Chasing it down is Mitchell. Mitchell takes this back behind the trapezoid, sends this across the paint. Makes its way to the corner. Gray Jr. there sends us behind the goal for Mitchell. Mitchell centering pass, and that gets knocked away by Ingerson. Great job there by Elsa. Gray Jr. picks this up, comes into the slot, shot, save. Oh no! Of Landon Davis. He had that one shut down. More Shamrock. North Franklin goal scored by number 22, Michael Gray Jr., unassisted. Number 22, Franklin Shamrock's goal. Watertown Wolves penalty, number 37, Haley for tripping. Number 30, time of the minor penalty, 9:08 of the second period. Jacobs dumps that puck into the corner for White. White sends this back behind the goal. It's grabbed there by Eli Gould. Watertown trying to get this out pass up for Knotts. Knotts misses it, but turns and chases after it. Knotts coming up. Phillips coming over, trying to block. Knotts shot. Save made by Rhea Bryant. So Watertown taking advantage of a bit of a lackadaisical Shamrock face-off. While they're shorthanded. Face-off being taken by Jaden Chapman, squaring off against Jordan Francis. Shamrocks getting themselves situated for the face-off. Chanel White on the wrong side of the dot, just sneaking up a little bit. Puck gets cleared by the Shamrocks, retreating back to pick this puck up. Watertown able to get this up. This goes up and back over again. The blue line ends up being an offside. So we'll have a face-off right at that dot that official pointed to. Face-off won by Jaden Chapman. Turned over, though, to the Shamrocks. Short pass in the neutral zone. Smoke trying to move that forward. It gets blocked by Knotts. Jacobs over there. So is Knotts. Knotts trying to advance that puck. Gets it over to Chapman. Jaden trying to pull that puck forward. Gets knocked away. Ingerson snaps this forward, though. Puts that puck into the offensive end. Jordan Francis there for the Shamrocks. Picks that puck up. Curls around. Here comes Jordan. Short pass up to Chanel White. White sends this across for Phillips. Phillips goes over the blue line, brings this forward in the trapezoid, curling around. Puck is loose on the side, pushed aside, now back in the trapezoid again, picked up by Ingerson. Ingerson sends this around along the boards. Ingerson there again takes this into the corner. Ingerson backhands this over to the hash mark, comes up by the point. JT Jacobs fires this back in deep. Back behind the goal, into the corner it goes. Phillips there gets checked by Chapman. Comes up into the Jordan over the blue line into the ozone. Sends this across. Little floater pass to the far side for White. White not able to get that shot off. Coming back was Kenswar. Couldn't pull that back out as it was stolen by Francis. Snapped this back in. Team just got onsides in time. Here's Jordan trying to fire that puck. And the trapezoid skates it through to the far corner. Centering pass is picked off by Knotts. Knotts able to clear the zone. Swamp catches this puck at the center line. Passes over to Tupper. Tupper, short pass to Francis. Francis into the ozone. Sends this into the corner. Goes back behind the goal. Ingerson on the far corner. Trying to skate this around to get it out. Stopped by White. White snaps this back along the side. Back into the trapezoid. At the near corner, Francis again centers this over to the slot, top of the slot. Chanel White fires this, goes wide of the net in the trapezoid, picked up by Jordan. Jordan tried passing this short pass over to Elias Benedict, goes off a Benedict's skate. Tupper fires this across for Smoke. Smoke back to Tupper. Tupper, short pass forward for Jordan. Francis takes this into the corner, tries to send his back up to the point. It gets picked off, though, by Haley Kenswar. Here comes Haley. Nice stick check by Tupper. Following up, though, is Chapman. Gets his puck back to Haley. Haley moving forward on the right side. Backhands this towards the goal, and it just bounces off of too many Shamrock players. Chapman not able to keep that in. Benedict drives right through it. Benedict to Francis. Francis into the offensive end. Tried sending this over to the corner for White. Instead has to turn back and give it to the Tupper. Passes across for Swamp. Swamp loses it. He tried to set up the old clapper. Swamp from the point fires this over for Tupper. Tupper drifts back, looking to see where this is going to go. Sends this across for Swamp. Swamp couldn't catch it on the backhand. Now zigzags this through into the slot. Shot taken. Save made by Landon Davis. And here come the Wolves breaking out with this puck. Jaden Chapman. Chapman slicing through the neutral zone, and they cross over offsides as Haley Kenswar was just one step ahead of Jaden. .231 to go in this second period. Shamrocks lead 8-0 here at the Water. Face-off taking. Gabrielle McCormick driving that puck forward. Phillips picks this puck up, though, and Shamrocks coming back with it. Here's Phillips. Shot. Kick. Save. Landon Davis. Rebound goes into the corner. Over to the near corner. McCormick sending this up along the boards. Phillips turns his. Gould picks this up. Off the glass. McCormick able to nudge this out into the neutral zone. Gould trying to shovel that forwards. Got Lila McCurry as a trailer. Sends this into the far corner for Clark to chase after. This back goes to McCormick. McCormick shot. Probably wasn't sure if she should do it or not because it was going towards the corner. McCurry snaps that back into the trapezoid. Clark going over to play on it. Clark sends this through, comes back to McCormick. McCormick to McCurry, swinging, missing. Clark, shot, save made, and that puck goes over into the corner. Gould grabs this at the point, fires this forward at the hash mark, centering past McCurry. Nice stick checking done by Phillips, lifting McCurry's stick and getting that puck out. Phillips coming away with this puck over the blue line into the neutral zone. Dumps that puck in. Gould going after it. Going to let Nevin pick it up. Andrew Nevin's going to skate this puck back into his trapezoid. Less than 1 minute of play remaining in the second period. Less than 1 minute remaining. Nevin skating up over the blue line. Loses it. McCormick following shot. Save made by Rhea Bryant. I think it was an inadvertent drop pass, but great heads-up play by Gabrielle McCormick, seeing the opportunity and snapping that puck forward. There was a lot of traffic, hoping that Bryant would have lost sight of that puck, but Ray is hungry and gobbled up that biscuit. Face off to the right side of Rhea. Jaden Chapman in for Watertown. Pulls this puck into the middle for Knotts. Knotts sends this into the corner. Couldn't get a clean shot off at goal. Puck comes up to the point. Chapman with the clapper. Way wide left off the far boards. Picking that puck up is Mitchell. Sends that forward. Turned back by Chapman. Mitchell driving that through the trapezoid in at the corner. Gives this to Gray Jr. Jacob sends this back in. Scott at the corner. Has this puck knocked back by. Do it at the end of 2 periods of play. The Shamrocks lead by a score of 8-0. And that concludes here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. So shout out to my sponsors. Two Broke Moms, located on North Jefferson Street in Watertown. In Pulaski. So Two Broke Moms in Pulaski. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services, exterior cleaning 315.com. Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure needs. If you're going to have it built in His glory. Make sure you stop by, say hi to all of these sponsors. Tell them the Dan-Dalin sent you, because I did. All right, third and final period about to begin. This is run time now because of the goal differential. Face-off won by Watertown, turned over in the new for Mitchell. Not able to get it to Mitchell. Mitchell has it now, snaps this puck forward. Gray Jr. picking that puck up. Michael loses it at the top of the face-off circle. Passed up to Clark. Clark doesn't grab it, lets it go into the neutral zone. Ends up going right to Swamp. Swamp sends this puck across the zone to Tupper. Tupper passes this puck up for Mason Sky. Sky loses that puck. Watertown able to get it out. Tupper picks his puck away, though. Backhands this over to Mitchell Gray Jr. Michael Gray Jr. Michael passes this over in the middle to Mitchell. That puck gets sent in back behind the Watertown goal. Picked up at the hash mark by Michael Gray Jr. Taken away, though, by Eli Gould. Gould sends this across. Misses the pass to McMurray. Lila chasing after that puck. It gets cleared out by Tupper, but stolen by Gould. Gould skating forward with this puck. Lila comes out in time. They cross over together, but that was enough time for the back checkers to come back. No, it's Clark with that puck now. Gets taken out. Shamrocks trying to clear the zone, and that gets pulled into the neutral zone by Michael Gray Jr. Pass into the middle. McCormick almost had it. That's a big offsides right there by the Shamrocks. Even the puck carrier was offsides on that one. Wait, Mitchell's wearing 22. Thought it was 27. But Hart's 27. So I don't know who 88 is. This puck gets cleared back. Ingerson chasing it down. Ingerson picks his puck up, goes back into the trapezoid. On the far side, gets this by Mitchell at the hash mark. Still trying to shovel it forward. Turned back, though. It was Elias Benedict that dumped that puck back. Mitchell takes it into the Watertown trapezoid. Passes over to the corner. Watertown trying to clear. Mitchell spearing at that puck, trying to get it past Kenswar. Puck comes out into the middle. Francis takes this, dumps this in, cycles around. Mitchell in the trapezoid. Legs. Mitchell sends this up along the boards. Chanel White there. White sends this back to the point for Jacobs. Jacobs, short pass back up to White, gets picked off by Ingerson. Oh, turned back, though. And nice back checking by Jaden Chapman. Wolves coming up on the right side into the neutral zone, skating forward over the center line. Hash mark. Puck loses that puck, sends it around back behind the goal. On the near side, they send this out into the middle. Mitchell short pass to Francis. Francis sends this up for Jacobs. Jacobs. Jaden chasing after that puck in the middle of the neutral zone. It sends this forward, and Shamrocks trying to avoid another offsides call. Brings this puck back. Passed off the boards by JT Jacobs. Loses it, comes back. Here's Kenswar. Kenswar with the shot, and it's a goal! It's a goal scored Haley Kenswar. Is broken. Watertown goal scored by number 37, Haley Kenzior. Unassisted. Number 37, unassisted. Time of the Watertown Wolves goal, 6:35 of the third period. Shamrocks send this puck out into the neutral zone, grabbed by Ingerson. Ingerson sends this back through the neutral zone to Swamp. Swamp looking, passes over to Tupper. Tupper nudges this out into the neutral zone, grabbed there by Jaden Chapman. And there's a whistle for the offsides. Face off one by the Shamrocks. Comes back Tupper trying to snap that puck out. Gets blocked by Jacob Clark. Chases that down. Puck gets sent around. Swamp has it on the near side. Shamrocks able to get that out into the neutral zone. Moving forward is Teva Hart. Hart has that stopped, though, and cleared out by Andrew Nevin. Swamp turning around, chasing that puck down in his own zone. Coming up behind him is Gabrielle McCormick. McCormick takes his puck away. McCormick going in. Shot, save made. Rebound comes out into the faceoff circle. Picked up by Swamp. He passes this up to Hart. Teva Hart skating forward. Teva, shot and a goal. Teva Hart burying one in the back of the net. Well, they said it came from Tupper. I thought it came. North Franklin Shamrocks goal scored by number 27, Tava Hart. Assisted by number 33, Ethan Tupper. 27 from 33. 55 of the third period. Watertown with this puck deep in their zone, trying to send this puck up and out, held in by the Shamrocks. It's on its edge, going over towards the goal, and that's going to get covered up by Landon Davis. Have a face-off on the glove side of Landon. We're more than halfway through this third and final period of this game. Score is 9-1, North Franklin Shamrocks over the Watertown Wolves. Shamrocks win this draw. Over to the boards, centering pass gets blocked by Eli Gould. Gould skating out with this puck. Gould over the center line. Gould into the ozone. Gould shot to the corner, picked up by Jordan Francis. Francis trying to backhand this out, held in by McCormick. Comes back for Nevin. Andrew takes this puck back through his trapezoid, cuts out in front of his goal, weaving his way through, gets his way around JT Jacobs. Nevin still has his puck into the ozone. It's a 3-on-1. There's the shot wide of the net off the base of the boards, comes up by the hash marks. Shamrocks trying to get it out, goes nowhere. Clark there. Though JT Jacobs. Jacobs skates around to the far corner. Jacobs snaps this off the boards, held in by Andrew Nevin. But JT able to clear that through. Hustling after that puck, Eli Gould. Gould picks this up at the corner. Gould trying to play that around. It's swept away by number 88. Puck comes back out into the neutral zone. Advancing forward, Jacob Clark pulls this over the blue line into the offensive end, but Francis right there, and Jordan takes this puck back into the Shamrocks trapezoid. Skates this through on the far side, tries passing this puck up. Gets denied, sent back. McCormick loses it in her skates, spins around. Francis has it. Francis sends this back up off the boards into the neutral zone. Pulled off by Nevin. Nevin to Gould. Eli with it. Eli looking, passes over on the right side. Francis trying to get it out. Sky reaching back, able to pull this into the neutral zone. Knocked away by no, what am I saying? Gabrielle McCormick together makes Dominique in my mind for some reason. Francis sends this up into the neutral zone. Stopped by Sky, kicks this over to her stick, gets knocked free by Nevin. Francis grabs it at their own blue line. Francis passes this up. Nevin catches it in the neutral zone, and Nevin sends this deep into the Shamrock zone, but Andrew was too far over the center line, which makes that an icing. We'll have about 5 minutes to go in this game by the time this face-off is completed here in the third period at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of the Wolves hockey. Watertown Wolves were in a Motor City last night. They beat Detroit 8-1. So huge victory. Or, I mean, they were winning 8-1 actually after the second period. I don't know what the final score was, but I'm sure they came away with a victory. Ingerson snaps this back around behind her net on the near side. Puck played off the boards by North Franklin. Pass back to Swamp. Swamp passes over to Tooper. Tooper gives this back to Swamp. Swamp loses this puck as it is stolen by Haley Kenzior. Kenzior skating forward over the center line, over the blue line, into the O-zone. Has that knocked free by Swamp, but right there is Chapman. And that was Camden Chapman. In the corner, North Franklin with it, sends this behind the goal for Swamp. Swamp can't catch it. Ingerson grabs this at the point. It's there, though, at the hash mark. Swamp sends this across. Mitchell chasing after it. Mitchell picks this up off the boards, and Mitchell goes down as Camden Chapman comes away with this puck. Chapman back behind into trapezoid, comes over on the near side, skates around that forechecker. Chapman into the neutral zone. Chapman flying by and absolutely taken out by Swamp. Nice open ice check by Zachary Swamp Smoke. Shot fired by Knotts. Cameron misses wide left. Puck goes to the corner. Zachary sends this behind for Ethan. Ethan back to Zachary. Zachary back to Ethan. Ethan back to Zachary. Zachary back to Ethan. On the far side, Chapman out. Shamrocks trying to advance this forward. That puck gets snapped into the corner. Ingerson's going to turn and chase after it, as is. But it came out, so that's going to be an offside. We'll have about 2.5 minutes to go once this puck gets dropped here in the third and final period at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Watertown by a score of 9-1 here. Gabrielle McCormick lining up for the faceoff. And for North Franklin is Benedict wins that faceoff. Benedict trying to move it forward, but McCormick brings this over the blue line. Gabrielle trying to get that off to the shooting position. Puck gets taken away. Clark goes into the corner with it. Clark snaps that back behind the goal. Sent around by the Shamrocks on the far side. Held. That shot high. Save made by. This puck gets passed up to Sky. Sky brings us into the neutral zone. Coming over is Andrew Nevin. Nevin takes this puck away, goes into the O-zone, sends that through the legs of Benedict. In soccer, we call that a nutmeg. We don't say that in hockey, though. Clark along the boards. Puck comes out in front. Shot, save, rebound shot, save made by Bryant. Yeah, Bryant holding on to that puck. 1 minute of play remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. Just waiting for the face-off taker person, sometimes known as a center. Puck comes over to Clark for stick handling, trying to get puck taken away by North Franklin, and they dump. And skating this puck all the way. Pretty much got to tick off the last seconds of the clock. We'll have just enough time for the puck drop, and then that will most likely 10 seconds to go here. There's the puck drop. Watertown wins the draw. Puck comes back to Ingerson. Ingerson fires that shot. Save made. Puck gets dropped and it's knocked in. It's a goal. It's a goal. Scoring at the buzzer. I didn't quite see who got that goal. Nope. There we go. Watertown Wolves goal scored. Chapman, assisted by number 47, Cameron Knotts, 11 from 47. Time of the Wolves' second goal of the game, 15:59 of the third period. And that concludes another exciting game of ice hockey here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of Wolves hockey. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. This channel, and ever. We look forward to seeing you guys back here again. North Franklin Shamrocks take on the Watertown Wolves 14U White Team. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Enjoy your lunch, and remember, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great. I am the Dan-Dalin. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll be back at 1:30. Make it a great day.